The mid-range smartphone segment has evolved to a point where advancements are more evolutionary than revolutionary. Nowhere it is more evident than in Realme's latest. The Realme GT Neo 3T takes over from last year's GT Neo 2 and keeps much of the same internal and makes a few appropriate tweaks to liven up the formula. Will that be enough to keep the phone relevant in 2022? Let's find out. Realme's designers have been known to take inspiration from the elements, food and whatever they surround themselves with. Clearly, they have been playing a lot of chess if the checkerboard pattern at the back of the phone is anything to go by. The Realme GT Neo 3T keeps the weight light, its use of a plastic back and a similar polycarbonate frame. The materials used are fairly premium to touch, and you can see that the company has paid attention to detail. Meanwhile, up front is a Gorilla Glass 5 panel for shatter and scratch protection. The GT Neo 3T keeps the same display from last year as well, but that's not a bad thing. The 6.62-inch 120Hz AMOLED HDR10 Plus capable panel goes plenty bright with over 1300 nits of brightness. Moreover, the color saturation is excellent. You can even tweak the color profiles to suit personal tastes, but we enjoyed the punchy colors out of the box. The multimedia package of the phone is wrapped up with stereo speakers that are reasonably balanced, though the audio quality leaves a bit to be desired. Additionally, the phone continues with the same under-display fingerprint sensor as well. It's quick to unlock and we faced no false detections. But that's it for the hardware package. The Realme hasn't made any changes in terms of IP ratings for water resistance. Coming to the performance, no changes here either. The Snapdragon 870 continues to be a champion performer with its excellent thermals and even better peak performance. All the latest games run just as you would expect, and it is easy to max out frame rates in Genshin Impact, Call of Duty Mobile or any other title. The phone's interface is also suitably optimized and we came to enjoy the Realme UI on the phone. So what has changed? Charging speeds for one. The Realme GT Neo 3 can now top up its 5000 mAh cell at up to 80 watt speed. It's not a huge upgrade over the 65 watt speeds of the predecessor, but it does guarantee that your phone will go from 0 to 100 in under half an hour. On the other hand, there are no changes to the camera here either. The primary 64 megapixel sensor has been further optimized by Realme and now delivers even better deals and more accurate colors. Overall improvements to HDR performance also shines through, and there's better dynamic range when shooting under dramatically different conditions. The only folly here is the overzealous sharpening that can make edges and buildings look just a bit artificial. There's also an 8 megapixel ultra-wide camera that can capture passable shots with sufficient light and rather poor ones without. It's not going to set the mid-range smartphone camera market on fire, but for what it is, the phone does the job. Low light shots are particularly challenging for the ultra-wide camera where noise levels shoot up. Finally, coming to the selfies, the 16 megapixel camera struggles with managing sharpness levels and there's ample noise even in brightly lit situations. Priced at Rs 29,999, the Realme GT Neo 3T is an interesting move by the company in the game of smartphone chess. It's managed to make compromises in all the right places and deliver a package that does well on most fronts instead of focusing on a single feature. And that works just fine if you are in the market for an all-rounder and earns the Realme GT Neo 3T a recommendation from us.